Ooh, dang, y'all looking good. You hit a little nappy though, you need to fix that. Y'all need to brush that down or something, you know what I'm saying? But hey, y'all looking good, what it is, family. You know, but y'all getting in with Lamont Mix It Down. So just stay tuned, we about to get it in, baby boo. Yeet, family, what's good? Once again, you know, it's your boy Lamont, coming live and in direct. I'm sorry guys, it's been so long. It's actually been a good little while. What, about a week? You know, we want to be consistent with the videos, but let me actually get into why I was pushing it away so much. So this whole week, man, I've just been struggling. You know, like in the beginning of the intro video, I end up telling you guys, if you haven't seen it, go watch that ASAP. But yeah, in the intro video, I told you guys that I'm gonna be doing life with y'all. And y'all gonna see the good times and the bad times. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record those moments, but I just explained it to you now. I was going through some tough stuff, man, and I didn't really understand it until my mom broke it down to me, and I was able to get counsel from some friends about it. But I was going through like this weird discouragement that I never felt before. It was deep, it was strong, and it was very depressing. I didn't want to do anything. To be honest with you, I didn't want to work no more. I didn't want to do this channel really no more. And I'm like, man, it's so early on, and I really didn't want to do it. I was like, I don't know if I'm up for this. And then even at my church, you know, just being part of like the youth, really helping out with that. I actually had to come up with a message, and because I was gonna be ministering that day, and I really didn't want to do it. I was like, man, God, like, why are you calling me to do this? You know, I'd much rather do something that's comfortable. Stay in my comfort zone. Getting out of that just was a little too much. I'm like, all this at once is too much on me. Give it to me bits and pieces. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I jumped into this YouTube thing a little too soon. I started to think like, you know, I should have went about this differently. Maybe I should have, you know, corrected my life a little bit better with God and get into this good area where I'm more on fire and I'm always reading my word and I'm always doing this and doing that. And basically trying to be that perfect Christian. And I was like, man, like, let me get into that zone. And all that stuff was clouding my vision, and it was stopping me from seeing the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is vulnerability. And my mom was she helped reveal that to me. Christ used my mother to reveal that to me. She's like, I was like, man, Mom, I called her up early in the morning. I was driving to work. And I just told her straight up, I was like, Mom, like, honestly, I'm struggling. And I was like, just hear me out. Man, I told her, I was like, Mom, it's been like a good while since I really feel like I've been in my word. You know, I feel like the only time I'm really in my word is when I have to come up with a message for the church. Or if I'm gonna do a video for y'all or whatever the case may be. I'm like, I feel like I haven't really had that time with God alone, just to spend time with him. And I was like, I feel my relationship with him is fake, and it bothers me. I was like, man, Mom, honestly, like, if I continue to go down this path, like, I feel like God has been sustaining my relationship with Soleil, like, making it good. But I was like, I feel like if I continue down this path, like, eventually it's gonna get worse. Like, I feel like it's gonna get tough, and I know I can't lead it if Christ is not in my relationship. And I just started feeling this heavy weight. And I was like, Mom, honestly, I think I'm going to take a break from church. I think I'm going to take a break from this YouTube. And I'm just going to fast. And I'm going to pray and really see what direction God wants to take me. And all those things kind of sound right, because it was like, man, my motives seem correct. But God knows deep down, I probably would have just stayed in the dumps. I probably wouldn't have fasted. I probably wouldn't have read. I probably wouldn't have done anything besides continue to push everything that I'm doing away. And God used my mom to tell me, she's like, son, honestly, she's like, one of the things that you said was you wanted to be authentic. You wanted authenticity. in your messages and in your relationship with God, and you want it to be real. And she was like, Lamont, the emotions that you're feeling right now is real. And if you're able to express that to those that you're talking to, such as my beautiful followers and the ones that are watching me right now, some of you guys might be going through it. And she's like, Lamont, that's a message in itself. That at the end of the day, even though you're doing the things that you feel as though that God has called you to do, there's still everyday struggles that you face. There's times where you wake up and you don't want to wake up. There's times where you're just tired. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to read your word. You don't even want to spend time with God. You don't want to talk to people. You don't want to love on people. Like, you just want to be in your comfort zone. You don't want to get out of that. And she was like, Lamont, but that's what people deal with. So if you go out there and you reach people and you tell them exactly what is going on, that would touch many lives more than just seeming like that perfect person. And that touched me. Because I'm like, man, like, God used my mother to open up my eyes and it showed me that it's not necessarily you want to get back to me because you want to have that close relationship. No, you want to get back to me so you could be quote unquote perfect. At the end of the day, people are going to be more touched by my testimony and my trials that I go through rather than me trying to seem like I got it all together, and I don't. Honestly, guys, these YouTube videos and things that I'm doing is by act of obedience. And this is what God's called me to do.
The way the truck is set on it, you're one of these to the press release vlog, friends.
Hey. I want this brown one right here. Right. That's what's up, man. Alright, Chris, let's go.
So they don't get that.
You look like a father, bro. I'm telling you. He got that heavy weight and all that. He's trying to run.
Seriously, I'm a girl.
How does that work?
I don't know what that is, but I hope it's good. I'm like asking her this. Yeah.
Open it?
It smells good.
Please.
I get it. So like,
There you go.
Ooh, I love these. I think. You put them upside down.
Cheetos.
I got root beer.
You got cookies?
Me got
Root
me
beer.
got root beer.
I let you know what you're doing.
How's Africa?
It was Africa.
What'd you do?
I slept a lot. I climbed big rocks. And I walked a lot.
You saw Lion King?
Lion King live.
No way.
I'll always win.
Wait, somebody. Just sit.
Yo, what?
How do you feel?
What's up, y'all? So you can't see it because no, but yeah, so we just decided to get something to eat after almost tripped. And y'all, that would have been the end of these vlogs because I would have bust my head. We just got out of youth, it was a real good time and a good time to connect with them and just get personal, man. It was a real good message from my bro, Steven. great message. Proud of him, man, because he's really stepping out on what God's called him to do. And I don't know, I'm just so happy for him. So, but yeah, we came to Chili's, you know, to eat something good. You know what I mean?
After that good message.
Yes, Chili's. Men, always hold the door for your women. Yeah. Always. Rule number 1, take that tip. Alright. Make sure that they don't open it.
I'm waiting.
Make sure they don't get bougie though either. Alright, guys. So what's up, guys? It's about almost 1 o'clock. Just now starting to move around a little bit. I've been kind of lazy today. It's been a lazy day. So I'm about to head up to the barber shop. About to get this wig cut. My joint kind of looking a little rough. So yeah, about to do something about this real quick. But where I put my keys at? I'm looking for my keys in this right here. It's hot in here, boy. Boy, I tell you. Yeah. Your boy about to go. So first things first, I gotta go to the bank. Take out some money. See how that go. I get used to talking to a camera all the time. I'm not really used to that, man. I'm used to face-to-face interactions. But you know, I get used to it. Become a professional, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Away. So, hey, some exciting stuff though, on a positive note. God has a funny way of opening up doors. So, people that know me, I'm very, like, if there's anything I'm very precise about, I guess you could say it's my haircut. And I don't know if it's because I grew up in a household of people that keep up on their image, and also a household that is very into the cosmetology business and a way of things. My mama is a master stylist, and she has her own little salon back at home in Minnesota. And then my sister Ashley, she just graduated from Aveda, I think it is, something like that, one of those colleges, but she's doing cosmetology. So the thing is that stuff just always kind of ran in my family, and my mama always, you know, whenever I get a haircut, she'd tell me what the barber did wrong and stuff like that, because she could cut men's hair too. So she always would just kind of have me be precise on those things. So I guess growing up, I always kind of look for the little details. And so yeah, I remember I had a barber, man, real good barber too, like great barber. Connection on a personal level. Anyone that knows me, I mean, I would talk to a rock and try to make a friendship out of it. And so, you know, I would pursue him and talk to him and try to like have common ground and talk about things that we're both like, that we could both relate on. And I mean, it was cool for the most part, but he was really to himself. You could tell that he didn't really like what he did either. And that came up in the conversations that, you know, he wanted to find something better to do, because as a barber it is hard. And so yeah, he was just telling me things. We got to that point where he was kind of vulnerable with me, which was real cool. And so yeah, through that he told me some things, and I just started noticing that he didn't really have the passion for it like he did when I first started going. I was like, you know what, let me try out a new barber. So I did just that. My brother Marlon, he ended up trying him out. Saw the work, I liked what he did, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try him out. I was nervous as all giddy up, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So I prayed. I prayed about the little petty thing. I said, God, help me, you know, because at the end of the day, you know how I feel, God forbid if this haircut does not turn out. And so prayed about it. I prayed for the barbers, People that work in the shop, that they love their job and that they have humble spirits, that they be God-fearing people or loving people. And so through that, you know, I saw my prayers actually come to pass. I walk in and man, instantly they're so embracive, like loving and having conversations, and they just, you could tell they love their job. And I was like, man, I love this atmosphere already. And next you know, we just started talking. To find out, to make a long story short, this man is, he ended up telling me, because somehow, some way, you know, just through conversation, we ended up talking about God. And he ended up telling me, hey, I'm actually an evangelist. So this dude's an evangelist slash barber. And he was like, yeah, like everybody actually in here that cuts hair, we're all God-fearing people. And like, you could kind of say this is a Christian barber shop. And I was like, are you serious? And instantly I just felt welcomed. I was like, man, I love this. And it's not to just be in my own little Christian bubble. It's not that at all. But it just felt good to just know that, hey, like there's a believer. Now I could go to the shop and talk about God, talk about things that we might be going through, gain wisdom from him. I thought that was just so cool that it's like, man, like God even opened up that door. And then next you know, I started telling him about certain passions of mine. And honestly, guys, I do have a passion about cutting hair. Even though I work at the medical field and I love it, I love that I'm able to get to meet new people on a day-to-day. But it's not really a passion of mine. And it's crazy because we started talking about it and he's like, man, you're real passionate about this. And then he was like, well, did you ever think about doing this as a career? And I was like, actually I have. Started getting into that conversation. He was like, hey, like I actually I do classes, like, and he's like, I could teach you. I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah, like whenever you got free time, just come in and I'll teach you how to cut hair. So I was like, all right, bet. There you go, Fade 'em Up Barbershop. Check them out. So unfortunately I wasn't able to get a haircut, but it's all good. Just heading home. Hopefully y'all like some of the good little footage I got. Just heading back to the crib. About to do a little video shoot for the church for this little Christmas party thing that we're gonna be doing coming up. And yeah, man, we'll go from there. Alright, y'all. See you later. I gotta focus on my driving, so you know, I gotta follow the law, you know what I'm saying? Don't wanna be doing too much. Alright, family, love y'all. So yeah, guys, we had our actual friend from the Honor Academy. We had their little pizzeria, the family pizzeria, so it's funny. Even though Micah and Vanessa's not here, we be chilling with the parents sometimes, so this is a little pizza joint. It's called Fired Up Pizza, so if you're in Lehigh, come and check it out. There she is. Hey, there you go. So yeah, guys, you know, this is that.
I just want you to make me feel like I'm on top of the world. I just want you to make me feel like I'm on top of the world. I just want you to make me feel like I'm on top of the world. I just want you to make me feel like I'm on top of the world.
all eternity. So God, we thank you in this momentary suffering that you gave us an ultimate hope to look forward to, Lord God, which is the restoration of all things. But in the now, would you give us joy, hope? We pray for Anthony, Lord God. We thank you, Lord God, that his life was not lost, Lord, but that you spared his life, Lord God. That you said he would live, Lord God, and it was not his time. So we thank you. Thank you for intervening, your divine intervention, Lord. Thank you. Thank you, God, because we know that you come down to us because we couldn't come to you. So you came and met us right where we were. And we thank you for that.
I keep my opinions to myself cause you can't handle it. I get on the track, my only goal is to dismantle it. Banger after banger, got the screw and now the hammer. Last year I dropped my first CD, they loved it. All of them witness, but y'all ain't seen nothing. We made the CD with barely no money. Imagine just what we could do with a budget. We had to kill it, it never was optional. Get out the way, yeah, we pushing the envelope. We had to stop just to make it unstoppable. They asked for my point of view, I say tropical. Cause I'm in Miami, shout out to my Haitians. Look, he came to find us, we never would chase him. Look, let's make it clear, yeah, I'm talking about Jesus. Came in the clutch so they never could beat us. Keep that in mind, don't you ever amnesia. All the rappers, pilots, taking shots, we blocked the itches, been adopted, yeah, we raised the bar. No, I'm not the hottest, try to keep it modest, couldn't stop the drive. All my doors ajar, beat up the beat with my words in this music. I guess my verses are verbally abusive. I put it down, but I just picked it up. It's not a car, but we came in the club. Started off with one, but no, it's not enough. Came back in the quarter, we stay showing up. City after city, all they show is love. They know we gon' come back in the clutch. Look how we came in the clutch. Look how we came in the clutch. We get it in with no subs. They thought the season was over, but we just showed up and came in the clutch.
I hit y'all with the first one, now you asking for another one. Mr. Mighty Joe back on the track with his brother son. 44 to your head like that boy Jerry West. I missed the clutching cause I came to shoot out my very best. Woo! I'm hitting buzzer beaters. You can check my meter. I'm charged up. I'm charged up. I'ma just bring it back to back. Same feel like